Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam or xJawz, and today I'm bringing you guys a Demolition gameplay on the map Berlin Wall. And wow, I actually got this gameplay today. It's been a while since I've said that, but yeah, I got my Hauppauge HD PVR set up, and I was able to record some games today. And this was one that I got. Decided to switch it up to Demolition instead of my normal domination, ground war, team deathmatch, whatever routine that I've been getting into, and worked out pretty well. I've talked about this before. Demolition is one of my absolute favorite game modes. Maybe it might be my favorite. I love ground war. I love all the action that goes on in that gameplay because it's really ultimately what makes me enjoy Call of Duty is just racking up a ton of kills, getting those big kill streaks and stuff like that. But with ground war, you've got a situation where it's 9 on 9, so obviously that's pretty hectic. But with Demolition, good players will have a really hectic game. And what I mean by that is that if you can put yourself in a situation where you're spawn trapping the enemy team, if you can get kind of near the spawn like I'm doing right here, you are going to wreck house because the spawns of Demolition are really strict. And what I mean by that is that they stay in a really close, tight-knit area, even if you move really close to them. So what you're going to see here, guys, is I've got my 2 assault rifles, my Galil, and my Commando, and I'm sitting up in this building, and they are just spawning over and over back towards the tank area where they originally spawned. And I got the Blackbird up right here, so you're even going to be able to see in real time as I kill these people, because there's no spawn delay. You're just going to see them pop up right on the other side of this street that I'm looking at, and just works out really well because this is the way you want to go about getting those big kill streaks. One thing I'll point out here is I was doing really well. I think my kill streak setup was 8, 9, and 11. So I was using the Blackbird, the chopper gunner, and the attack dogs. I almost forgot that there. Man, it's been a while since I've been playing. But anyway, so I was using those 3 kill streaks, and I built up to like an 18 kill streak, and I realized to myself, you know what? This push that my team has on this enemy team isn't going to last very long. We kind of got them pushed back really far, but I was afraid that if I stayed around that area and I continued killing people over and over again, we would get to the point where they eventually like revolted or something. They got a lucky push back towards us, and then my teammates wouldn't have them trapped. So I kind of ran out into the middle of nowhere. I tried to get a last minute kill or 2, but I died. But it wasn't all that bad because my teammates already had a pretty good position on the map. And then because of that, I was able to call my dogs and run up here and get almost the exact same position. I was still chilling around the same area, and there was actually more action going on because they destroyed the B-bomb. And that's another thing I want to talk about. So for Demolition, a lot of people who play competitive gaming, who've played game battles or Major League Gaming, PCLs, any of that stuff, will know that there is some serious strategy to when you want to defend bombs and when you want to plant bombs. And you got to know, what that is if you want to be the best Demolition player you can be. So because, I just told you about how awesome Demolition is, I'll tell you a little about those strategies. So, what I chose to do for this game is I knew that there was, or what you want to identify on almost any map, I'll start with this for Demolition, is which of the bombs is going to be easier for you to defend. Which of the bombs is going to be close to your spawn, but also far from their spawn. And because I knew that, that's kind of equal for this map. You can see, the B-bomb where that was, that's pretty far from my spawn because there's a big building, obstructing the view and obstructing the path right to the B-bomb. And also for the enemy team, they have to go, across the street and then through a building. So it's a pretty awkward position. But the A-bomb has a great building that I was up in before that allows you to look down towards their spawn. So I identified that as the spawn, as the building that was easiest for me to get to, but also the bomb that was easiest for me to get to, but also difficult for the enemy team to get to. And once I knew that that was the one that I wanted to defend. And the reason why you want to defend that one is because if you can't rely on your teammates, and I like to play alone a lot, so I can't always rely on my teammates, you need to change your mentality in Demolition. See, when you're playing with, a group of like 5 guys, like 6 guys total, you and 5 friends chilling in a room, and you're all pretty good and you're communicating, you're going to be able to hold down both of those bombs, and you're going to be able to end the game, or you're going to be able to win the round probably in just 2.5 minutes, as long as the round lasts. But if you're with a bunch of people who maybe aren't as skilled as yourself, or just don't, or aren't taking the game as seriously, because that's what it comes down to, guys. Don't think to yourself right now, because maybe, you're a 0.8 or a 0.9 KD player, you're not, some superstar, you're not some MLG pro, that you are, not someone who can be extremely beneficial to your team. It's just more about playing smart and staying near those bombs and knowing what you need to do in order to keep the enemy away from them and stopping them from planning. So I'm not at all trying to say that you need to be some all-star in order to be that guy for your team. But yeah, so what you want to do is you don't want to rely on your teammates to, you don't want to rely heavily on your teammates to hold down the other bomb. Really what you want to say to yourself is that I might be having to stay at this bomb for 4, 5, 6 minutes, because once they blow up the other one, the time is going to increase. And that's the one downside. But if you do it correctly, like I said before, you're not going to give the enemy a chance to actually take over that bomb site. So it'll work out pretty well. Again, here you're going to see that I used the Blackbird that I called in right before I died to help me build up another kill streak. It was working out pretty well until right there that guy dropped on me and knifed me, which was a little bit unfortunate. But by that time in the match, things were just about over. You're going to see there's about a minute left here. I think I die one more time coming up here, and then I call in a chopper gunner, and then I'm going to speed things up because of the fact that I had 2 chopper gunners actually at this point. I called both of those in back to back, got a decent amount of kills, but then progressed on into playing a little bit of offense, which you'll see after this. But anyway, guys, because I just sort of told you, actually, no, let's talk a little bit about offense strategy. That's one thing I should probably mention. When you're playing offense, the first bomb site that you want to go to is the hard one for the enemy, or the easy one for the enemy to get to, the one closest to their spawn. And the reason why you want to do that is because as soon as you destroy that bomb site and the other bomb site that remains is far away from their spawn, you can usually set yourself up in a position, and it almost doesn't matter on the map. There's almost a way to do this on every single map in the game for Demolition, where you can spawn trap the enemy really, really hard and prevent them from getting out of their spawn and defusing the bomb. So what it comes down to is making slow and steady pushes, whether it be just using your gun or maybe you got a radar, Blackbird, some kill streaks, whatever, towards the bomb site, the last bomb site that is on the board after you destroy the other one. And once you can sort of take over that area, whether it be by yourself or with your teammates, you want to make sure that you create a buffer zone between yourself and the people who are trying to stop you from planting the bomb. You don't want to go straight into planting the bomb. That's one mistake that a lot of people make. So that's the best advice I can give you for playing offense. Work your way, or first work on destroying the bomb that is closest to their spawn, their main spawn point area, and then work on making slow and steady pushes to control the area of the second bomb site that is farthest from their spawn. And if you have to, don't go for the plant. That's what I'll say. If you're somebody who plays alone, quick piece of advice, don't go for the plant unless you're absolutely certain you have the ability to plant without getting killed. Because here's what I'll tell you. If you do let's say you go for the plant and someone throws a grenade at you or someone shoots you, and you're the only one who is there, like you didn't have any teammates around you, you're probably going to get killed. If someone throws that grenade, and then you're going to be, it's not that you're leaving your teammates alone. There's going to be no one there to defend the bomb. Your teammates, if they're not established in that area, you're just not going to be able to hold it down, and the guy who killed you or one of his teammates who is right there is going to defuse it, and it's just going to be game over, and then they're going to control that whole area. Instead, what you want to do is stay close to that bomb site for as long as possible until the enemy, or until your teammates, I'm sorry, not the enemy, until your teammates move up behind you. So if you can sit behind the A-bomb or over here and kill a couple people towards their spawn, for example, then you're going to give your teammates that buffer zone, again I'm going to use that term, to move up to where you are, and then one of them is going to go for the plant, inevitably. One of them is going to want that, I think it's like 500 points, so they're going to take care of that, and you won't even need to worry about it. So even though you don't go for the plant yourself always, you definitely need to understand that you are playing the objective by preventing the enemy from killing you while you plant. Because after all, even though some people think the only way to be a team player is to be the guy who actually plants the bomb when you have the opportunity, the truth of the matter is you're only going to be hurting your team if you go for that plant and you get killed, and then the enemy takes over that spawn area. So anyway, guys, I guess that whole game I didn't get to talk really about anything but the gameplay, but I guess that's what I started my channel to do, so I guess I'm happy about that. Final score was 56-6. I hope you found this commentary at least a little bit entertaining. And by the way, guys, one other thing I want to mention is that a friend of mine, Stainville from Envious, he's got a montage out. There'll be a link to it in the description of this video and in an annotation on your screen. Hopefully, I remember to do that. I highly recommend you guys go check it out. It's got some pretty amazing clips and some pretty amazing editing. You'll definitely enjoy it. So yeah, go check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave this a like rating, maybe a favorite, maybe a positive comment, any of that stuff. If not, I understand. You guys are probably busy anyway. But yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.